button style like those, where it's 1.55 volt, and you could accidentally put, you know, like a 3-volt battery in a 1.55 volt watch. Not really a common thing, but I could see how somebody wouldn't have a whole lot of experience and accidentally do that. What is more common is to see capacitors get replaced with lithium batteries. So in watches, we've got solar charged watches, we have kinetic charged watches, and those take special rechargeable batteries or cells. And you see this a lot with Casios, where it's not completely apparent that it takes a special battery. Like if you just didn't read through and your tough solar Casio stopped working, you might just think, oh, well, it just needs a battery change. And you forget the fact that you left it in a drawer for a few weeks. So typically in that scenario, you just put it under a bench light or a desk lamp. I wouldn't put it in direct sunlight for more than like a half hour. But really with those, you just leave them out and they're gonna stay charged. But it is really easy to change one of those batteries out and not realize that it is a rechargeable battery. And sure, the watch itself will probably work, but what's happening is the solar cell is trying to charge that non-chargeable battery. So you wouldn't want to continue using that, assuming everything is okay. And those batteries are CTL 1616, CTL 1620. So if you do see that CTL on your battery, just know that it's not your standard like 1616 or 1620 lithium battery. Those batteries are more pricey, so you might be thinking like, oh, I'm saving some money just by going with you know, a standard lithium battery. Because if you were to look up CTL whatevers, you might be spending like $10 a battery or $20 per cell. Whereas you see like the standard like 1620s are like a couple of bucks, you know, something like that. But you could absolutely murk your watch by putting a standard lithium ion battery in a watch where, you know, or lithium battery where it requires a rechargeable lithium ion. Okay. But a lot of times with Citizen, which uses a lot of solar rechargeable watches, they have a little metallic flange that is soldered onto the cell itself. So it's pretty apparent and obvious that you can't use a standard style silver oxide cell in there or really anything else. It has to be an exact replacement. Otherwise, that little metal flange that comes off of the battery or the rechargeable cell won't be making contact with the circuit board. So they do that primarily to assure that a normal battery isn't put in there. So for example, I just tossed this, but they probably got a section in here. So yeah, this is ST watches.